we will move on, and Harshan has opened with Spidery.
Right, just one moment. Okay.
Mo is not going to be best pleased to see that when he's playing one of the world's best players on stream, but it is what it is. He's not got a terrible rack himself, Mo, so he should be right. It's early days.
He hasn't, but looking at the time, that obviously went down pretty quickly, so it's not really what you want to see, is it, when you're, like you say, up against one of the world's best players who's had the most amazing year last year and is presumably looking to better it even this year.
Yeah, Natalie, would you say it's fair to say that Harshan is basically untouched right now on the UK scene?
I would, yeah, he is, isn't he? Looking at last year, he just took pretty much all the main titles last year. He's drawn into another bonus, which is almost certainly going to play. He's got he's got a 7 onto the S and 8, so it's going to be a really tough start for Mo in this game. Does Mo actually have a playable bonus there? I'm not seeing anything. It's one of those awkward racks where it looks like there's probably an 8, but
particularly inspiring.
No.
Yeah.
No, tricky. You'd be looking to shed the V, very probably keep something like ERST. The H is also a useful tile, but at the same time, he needs to score something. He can't afford. Spider is a 84. He can't afford to slip too far behind.
That's right. I quite like the idea of playing Every onto the Y, setting up an R front hook that he's not yet holding, but he's already at quite a hefty deficit, so it'd be good to introduce some volatility early on.
He does need to get a bonus in pretty early, though, doesn't he? It looks like he might be looking at just putting VE, making VEE. I think that's a reasonable move, even though it doesn't score. He can't actually score very much. I think I agree with his choice of VEE. EHRST is such a strong leave. He's hopefully still going to have a vowel to play through. He's still got that I there. So I think that's a strong leave for a bonus next time. He's not to know that Harshan's sitting there with another bonus on his rack. Harshan is a very measured player. A lot of people would just be sticking well, I've said that now, he's going to put it down quite quickly, but a lot of people would just be sticking markings straight onto the board. But he does tend to have a really good think about even what looks like fairly straightforward moves, just in case he's missing something better.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was, in fact, his only bingo.
Yeah, before that, presumably he had remaking.
To work that out, but as Natalie said, he paid due diligence.
So, what do we think? I think that looks quite hopeful for Mo. It looks hopeful. I think he's been given, and he's lining it up. He has indeed been given one of the floaters that he needs, and he spotted that really quickly.
Yeah, like Harshan on his turn just gone, Mo has one and precisely one bingo available to him. Looks like he has found that, and that's going to introduce a hell of a lot of volatility to this board, which Mo needs because he's already essentially he's 2 bingos behind. So,
and just at the time when he's going to introduce volatility, we've got Harshan with the J, the X, and a blank on his rack. So, although he's very unlikely to be bonusing, he's going to be scoring B somewhere. Yeah. After the bonus, it's going to be 153 to Harshan and 86 to Mo, so he's still got a good lead. Mo just thinking in case he's missed anything else. Mo has played in, he plays in Sierra Leone quite a lot. He represented them. He's actually been national champion there 2023, so 2 years ago. One of their most prominent players, does an awful lot for the game there. Between them, they haven't actually played each other that often on, well, certainly on ABSP records. They've actually only met 6 times previously, with Mo winning 2, so pretty decent record, 2 out of 6 against Harshan. I think I would be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just wondering whether Mo is second guessing himself with this bingo.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Is he thinking it's 2 L's? Oh, wow. What's he doing there? Oh, no, that's a shame. What a shame. It's so hard when you're on the street thinking, I don't want to play a phony. Yeah, and next thing you know, you've talked yourself out of a bonus. So you're right, yes.
Yeah, easily done. I think what's happened, as Natalie said, is he's probably thought it has to be played with 2 hours. And in case we didn't actually, bingoable 2 Mo was in thrall with 1 L through the A of markings. Also good with 2 hours, I believe. Must be.
Yes. When I was playing Harshan on stream,
yes, it is, yeah.
again, it's so hard not to have it going through your head that I'm on stream and it's Harshan, and I had the choice of hotted or tothered, and I knew that one of them was valid and one wasn't, and on stream I picked the wrong one. Probably would have been fine on another occasion, but no, picked the wrong one on stream, so
yeah,
it is really difficult. Yep.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, Mo's rack not looking so good after that. So what sort of things could Harshan be contemplating? I'm just looking. He probably won't be wanting to use his
if
bank.
he's go ahead and forego the bingo, he might have.
I think he's broken his
I was just going to say
much.
Mo might have wanted to play Erne, which is Henry in reverse, which he probably knows, setting up his S hook. And this is fantastic from Harshan. He's playing what Quackle says is the top move.
Brilliant, yeah. So he has used his blank, but what a score with it. Plus the J is the one that you want to get rid of rather than the X. Lovely. Yeah, really nice. 66 points. What do you think about? He could have played Jaw on top of Henry for 41. So 25 points extra for the blank. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it for the 25? Given that he has a big lead already. I guess Dumont has the advantage that he's taken out he wants to kill that triple lane as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Quackle likes Dumont. Yeah, wax. Another option, or Jaw on top of Henry.
So Mo sitting on precisely 0 fouls. He's lined up foot T. I don't know if that is actually playing anywhere at this point. He does have a quote-unquote standout play, according to Quackle, in the sense that it's the only one that gives him above 1% winning chance, which is Plinth.
Right.
Through that eye, he's just got to shed as many of these consonants as possible.
Plinth looks like the play if he spots
he's lining
it.
up through Henry, which I like, setting up his S. He needs something crazy to happen already in this game. So I like this, actually, to be fair.
Hept was another option there, but help to shed the duplicate T's, but help looks good.
And the thing about Hept is I think it's heaped past particle, so it doesn't actually take the
S. Yeah, that's right. So,
And double T kept with S and not horrendous. So yeah, I respect this play. I like it.
When you're keeping your leave, obviously you're looking at what floaters there are on the board as well. It's
And
just
back
really the
to
eye at the moment.
Harshan,
At
who
least
is sitting on.
there is a vowel. Yeah, not so nice really. But he is 219, plays 54, so just needs to take some points with the XI.
Yep. Alternatively, he's considering Dewey off the J. Quackle's got those two players neck and neck, so yeah, I like this play.
I like that, yeah.
What do you think the benefits are of XI over Dewey?
I'm just trying to think what the benefits are actually. I'm wondering if well, it scores a bit more. It's 38 as opposed to 30, so 8 points, significant. Positionally, I don't know. Not a lot to choose, I would say. But yeah, it scores more points.
No, I mean, they're both set up a sevens lane, so I think it's pretty much the score, isn't it?
That's right, they do. Oh, Mo has been really punished for that enthrall miss. His rack has not been good since then, not what he wants to see. I think surely he's going to be looking for an exchange, maybe. I think I'd be throwing things in at this point. Yeah, he is. He's exchanging. Would you keep that many consonants? What do you think? He's kept 4 consonants there, 2 S's and N and a T.
Do you know what? Quite possibly. Well, from his POV, there's 35 vowels to 28 consonants in the pool, so right, I don't hate this choice, to be fair.
I think I probably would have kept the S's, even though duplicate S's are not twice as good as one. But I think I might have put back the N or the T. Well, he's got a vowel anyway, so yeah. Better.
Yeah.
Is Harshan going to play something like, oh, no, nice. I was just wondering whether he was going to play something like Weenie or something, but even better, he's keeping the
Harshan, he's put down pretty quickly. This is a solid FT play.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Interesting on Mo's previous move, Quackle's quite liking QINS through the eye of Spidery, which, looking at it, keeping GNST is quite reasonable. Just needs to draw perhaps another I or a couple of vowels, and that would have been a nice rack. So maybe it wasn't necessarily an exchange.
Yeah, I mean, Mo's got to be pleased to see the Z. He's going to need a miracle at this point, and that might be something like a bingo with the Z as a starter, and then say drawing into the blank. But unfortunately, he's just not got the vowel consonant ratio, and unbeknownst to him, he's going to get hit again. Believably,
I know, with another bonus that's going to go, isn't it? Yeah, very unlikely to be blocked, and it's lined up. Just for anybody listening that doesn't know, we keep referring to Quackle. So there are various types of software, various software programs that players use to analyse what is the best play, in inverted commas, all sorts of things. Quackle is probably the one that's most commonly used by top players to look at their play, what they should have done. It works on a combination of things. It looks at what you're scoring, what's left on your rack, and also positionally, what have you left open for your opponent? What it doesn't do is any sort of inferring based on your opponent's previous move. And obviously any human things that you might pick up from any tells that they might give. I'm just wondering why the S has gone down there. Okay. So SOZ. Do you think he's doing that because he's still aiming for a bonus at the bottom? I'm guessing so.
He must be. I think, if possible, there may have been some merit in just holding on to the Z because, as I said, he just needs some crazy high scoring bingo, ideally at this point, and he's going to get that with the Z. One way of doing that was jobs off the J, setting up a fairly weak sevens lane, but a new one.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, something that we
But it's a
noticed
moot
in
point
Nigel.
because
There we go, yeah. Something we noticed in Nigel's games that in more recent tournaments is how often he holds onto the Z rather than takes what looks like obvious points, but maybe not enough points. It's become really valuable these days, the Z, and he seems to hang on to it for mega points, which always seems to work out somehow. So yeah, maybe letting the Z go there for a little bit too cheaply.
Yeah, quite possibly. Understandable play though.
Definitely, yes. Yeah.
Now back to Mo. He's actually sitting on a 7.
He is, yeah.
Not the easiest find by any stretch.
Just looking to see if it actually plays.
It plays in 2 spots. And
oh, yes.
2 spots, and one of them is a 6-tile overlap, which would be absolutely outstanding.
It would. Wow, I've just spotted it. Yeah, really difficult. That would be amazing. It's a lot easier to spot when you're on top at the start of the game than when you're on the back foot.
Yeah. So the 7 that Mo is sitting on is Ob Tons. That plays as a 5-tile overlap for 91 above linear, or for 81 as a 6-tile overlap in the same spot. He'd probably be wanting to do, well, obviously 10 points extra, and it sets up a much better sevens lane with ON, puts an S out in space. First, he needs to find it.
I don't think he's looking. It's quite an odd structure, isn't it? So he's looking at more obvious things like bound and doubt, and it's a strange structure. Quite common in some games to see wrong hooks onto the end of lineate. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that, but yeah. Lineate only taking 1 tile on the back end of it. Something that I definitely did in a few games earlier on, hooking the wrong letter onto lineate.
One point of interest, which is helpful for remembering that lineate doesn't take the S, is that adjectives that end in ate are it's not stressed 8 on the end, it's just ut, so lineate. Same with roseate.
Okay.
Yeah, which can help.
Definitely.
I meant to say a minute ago, quite a funny point from Jean-Claude Rox in the chat, saying 203 behind and your best option is chins for 13. Pretty much sums it up for Mo.
Yes. I know. Yeah. So has it paid off that?
Dub.
Yeah. So Mo's rat looking
if you're not going to find Optons. Yeah.
It's paid off.
And he's got the O for OBE at the top. So that's something.
He's got unblockable 7s. Let's see. It's just fingers crossed that he spots these. Harshan's rat, a little bit awkward, not the nicest combination. He just needs to be 240 odd ahead, 239 ahead. Just needs to keep scoring. Is he looking at def underneath the BE, which would score really nicely? Or gof, where would that be? I'm a little bit concerned that Mo has not got either of his bonuses lined up, unless he's just trying to sort of look like his letters are separate.
Harshan's also got an absolutely gorgeous play of Agha, AGHA, in help for 33. That'd be a hell of a find. Gives absolutely nothing away. Clears up his rack. Pretty much does everything he could possibly want, and
yeah,
style points on top of it.
Yes, he's gone for death, which is 33 points, and takes out all the lanes through those 3 floaters at the end of the.
He's gone with death.
Letters at the end of linear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. So
death
2
also
7s
doesn't
in
take a back S. It is only an adjective, so completely clogs the board.
Yeah, another one I often get wrong in my card box. It's fades and safed is the other one, SAFED, so no S on deaf. I would be hoping one of these bonuses would go down quite fast. Unless I'm mistaken, there's 2 bonuses there. So difficult when you're 270 behind and you've got to think clearly. No.
Yeah.
Not finding those under pressure.
So the 2 7s on my track are Testoon and Tossstone. He's also got 2 through the P in Spidery of Topstone. Or, very interesting, he could have played Potstone for face value, what we might call an airball.
Yes.
Only 62 points, but it is quite good. It's only above 0% chance, because it puts the E in 7th in the triple. So it would have been interesting on that. But he's gone.
Harshan taking out that S lane at the bottom. He's not going to leave that there any longer. Once he's got the S in his rack, he's not bothered about keeping the Q. Just take that lane out. And Mo has an 8 now from the T, if he spots it. I think the pressure must be huge because he absolutely knows these words. It's got to be some stream nerves here when you're playing Harshan. I can just imagine, and you're 300 points behind. It's not nice. Oof, look at Harshan's rack as well. Just as well he doesn't really mind at this point, but... I feel really bad for Mo. I would just be wanting to walk off a stream at this point. Resign. Okay, so the 8 that he has got is Torments. He's not lining it up at the moment. Is he going to... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Goodness. Right, so a few points back. Harshan looking here to build up some big spread at the start of the tournament, because in the latter stages, spread often is going to matter. It's not just about the wins. It's can he build up some spread and keep well ahead. So Torment has gone down for 83 points, bringing Mo up to 203. Harshan on 420. I think we've possibly lost Joseph at the moment, but I shall carrying on looking at that terrible. I thought Harshan was going to play quickly then. He's looking at the new word UWU, which leaves him QUAO, which is not so bad. Q with the U is obviously good. And Qs tend to eat vowels, so keeping more vowels with the Q is fine. And it fits in really nicely there at the top, UWU. I made the mistake of hooking an S onto, I can't remember whether it was that or whether it was OWO, but I hooked an S onto one of them, which was very costly in a game a little while ago. They don't take an S. Useful new words for dumping those horrible tiles, as long as you remember not to stick an S on the end. So I'm wondering if this is sort of indicative of how Mo's feeling that his tiles are not the right way up there. He's just getting them in order now. Not the nicest combination when he needs bonuses urgently. Blank still unseen. What are his possibilities from there? He's 240 odd behind. He could take some points by playing something like 5, making EFF. Really risk. Just absolutely throw it open, stick an E into the 9-timer lane. The trouble is you just know that Harshan's going to kill any 9-timer. But it's a nice leave as well. It's a nice ACE leave. Okay, he's gone with Jive. 28 points, keeping face. It could turn into something. And Harshan, lots of vowels with his QU there, but it looks like almost close to various bonuses. The thing with Harshan as well, it's so much about stamina. These tournaments, they're so long, and I find the mental energy is absolutely exhausting. So at this point, if I'm 200 and something ahead, I probably start coasting and don't think as clearly as I should do. I can guarantee that Harshan is not doing that. I will probably just be playing, not exactly whatever, but playing, just keep scoring and know that I'm going to get the win in this game. Harshan will not be doing that. He's got the stamina and he will be looking for his best move. He's got plenty of time as well. He's got double the time. So QUAI going down, that looks good. AIOR is a reasonable leave. We've still got lanes on this board and Mo is not going to be closing the board down in any way. He's going to need it kept open. So Harshan's still in with a chance of a bonus, with a blank to come. Interestingly, Quackle quite liked holding on to the QU at that point and perhaps playing off some of the vowels, but that also looks fine. So Mo has got the blank. Well, goodness knows what he's lining up on his rack there. Probably best not to think about what he might be putting as the blank there. But has he actually got playable bonuses? Quite awkward. He has a couple of playable bonuses, but they are not the easiest to spot. Apologies that I can't actually see the YouTube chat. He has
Yeah, I
got
don't
a
know whether
bonus
this
through the
alignment on
arch
his
with
rack, whether he's
spidery.
having a
Really
laugh with
lovely
us
spot,
at this
not one I
point, or
don't think I would be spotting it. A normal word,
genuinely
but
think he
just
put
not a
some-
place you would be looking. And he's got more of a Scrabble type word through the I, but only 6 minutes on his clock and not the easiest under pressure to find a bonus. I think he's just going to go for another play. And he's gone for fact, yeah, into the 9-timer lane, which we know that Harshan is just going to kill. You never get away, unfortunately, with a 9-timer at this point, unless you can somehow get 2 lanes, two of them open. Harshan not drawn too badly. He's got too many vowels. This is going to be amazing. He has actually got a bonus through the disconnect. So if he has been studying his 9s, which I'm sure he will have done, there's a chance here for a bonus, which will be an absolute killer. And he's got plenty of time to think about it. suspect he's going to take his time over this move. There's a chance of an 80-point bonus there. Apologies for not being able to see the chat. I'd be interested to know if anybody's spotted this bonus in the chat. It's got to be fairly high probability, I would say, as far as 9s go. And he's doing Harshan doing some admin work there. The tiles in the bag, from his point of view, must look fairly bonus friendly. So, wow, he's going to play it. Amazing. That's, wow, surely that's going to get a challenge. Even though it looks like a brilliant spot. 80 points, yeah, it looks like it's going for a challenge. Yeah, they're challenging. Harshan using his phone there for the challenge. Mo must be absolutely gutted to see that go down. So 85 points. Amazing spot there. So paid off really well. Harshan keeping that AIOR. And the well, almost 9-timer. I think at this point, if I'm Mo, I'm completely unable to think and see any bonus from that rack. He has been, there's a new 7s lane been made for him. And he has got 7s. He's got one fairly normal word type 7, but not something that you would learn as a Scrabble player. A nice compound word there that he could score 90 points. So if anybody can spot that one. A couple of possibilities, but not much time. So he did have the word I, EYE, at one point on his rack. He's taking that off again. If he just kept that there and worked with his other letters. Harshan hit with some rubbish, but not going to matter. Just 2 tiles in the bag. Willing Mo to see this, the 90-point word. Sometimes I think if you do a lot of Scrabble study, I know for me, I do a lot of card boxing and I completely miss normal words very often because I just don't look for them. He has a bonus off the P as well. That's the P in helps. There's a pretty tricky word and a tricky place. That would be a surprising spot. And one through the I that he might know as a Scrabble study word. So I can't see the YouTube chat, but I'm presuming people have probably said this by now, that eye bath is his word that he's got down to the left of seriation for 90 points. And then from the P, he has petabyte, making endably. But it's, yeah. Ooh. And he has spotted, that's the Scrabble study word, ironbite, or ayenbite, not quite sure how you say it. But yeah, nice. So he has spotted his bonus, 66 points. It's just face value, but a bonus nonetheless. Taking him up to 321. And Harshan, having won easily, will no doubt be spending the time to work out his best endgame. Mo with 2 tiles on his rack is going to be playing out next time. So Harshan will have been looking anyway, but now he's going to look at what possible new spots he's been given by Mo's play. And interestingly, that's where his best play is, one of the new spots that Mo has given him. Looks like he might be spotting it fairly quickly. Not yet. Right, he's just lining them up alphabetically to have another look at possible words. Obviously, the first thing you would be doing is looking at whether you can block your opponent from going out, but with L and I, Mo's got lots of options, so Harshan is just going to get one more turn. So he needs to look at what he can score, taking away deductions for what he's keeping, and also what Mo can score. So a little bit of a one-sided game. I guess it was always going to be after that big start, but there's been some interesting plays, some really nice words on the board, especially that 9. That's excellent. I think that means Harshan is unbeaten. I think he was on 3. I'm just going to pop over and have a look at the standings. So before that game, there were 6 players unbeaten, and very impressive straight away. DONA is indeed his best move at that point, making ADZ. I think it's 34. So yeah, that's his best. But yeah, Harshan unbeaten still, and getting quite a nice amount of spread out of this game. Mo can only score 6 points with his LI at the most. Harshan with quite a lot of time left on his clock. He has had some nice letters, made some great plays. So lots of time left. Is Mo still looking? Yeah. Yeah, that's his best, is just 6 points. Obviously hoping for a few more, but 6 points is his best score. And it's gone down. So Harshan not quite making 600, but winning with, I believe, 580. It's all right, Quackle does it slightly differently. So I think 578 points, I believe, for Harshan. Yeah, they're just checking the scores. And 339, yeah, they're just checking through a few of the scores. But Harshan wins by 247 points anyway. Mo was on 2 games to 1, 2 games won and 1 game lost before that, so it puts him on even now at 2-2. In some ways, the first day of the tournament, as long as you sort of hang on in there and get an even number and don't get too much of a negative spread, the first day is just all about finding your feet. Positions can change an awful lot in the next 2 days. So much of it is about the stamina. Harshan off to a great start, but in previous tournaments he has been lurking and actually not done all that well on the first day, particularly at the big MGI tournament this year. He was not in a good position at all after the first day, and just came up through the ranks and to win the tournament at the end. Obviously not going for that tactic this time. He's straight in there with 4 straight wins. Yeah. Mo in good spirits. I don't think I'd be quite so jolly, I have to say, after the game.